everyone. Hi, another episode. We're just here tonight and we're just chit-chatting as we always do.
With
Cheers,
Kathy and
girl.
Monica.
That's right.
We got drinks.
What are we going to talk about today?
Whatever you want. I'm always up for anything. Well,
All
not
right.
anything. Let's not put that in there.
So we could talk about all the changing aspects of, male-female dynamics,
I'm all
feminism, how being a man and a woman have drastically changed in the past few years, especially. What's a woman? What's a man? What do you think? We can talk about that, right?
Yeah, I definitely think. I don't know. I think that, and don't come at me 100%. And I'm not a man hater. I'm not. I love men. Okay. I think a lot of women have become stronger, more independent, and I'm gonna say it, bitchier. That's for you guys, okay? But I also think that, I don't know, I think a real man who's manly is manly.
Mm-hmm.
I like a manly man. I like a manly man. I like an old-fashioned manly man that's drinking an old-fashioned and smoking a cigar. And he has his gun in his holster. And a cowboy hat would make it even better, but that would be my dream guy. But no, I don't know. I just feel that, I don't know, I'm older, so it doesn't really affect me, but I feel like the younger generation
I don't
are
think
like,
they know what a real man is, though.
right, they're not like manly men.
Right.
Like, I don't like man buns. Not that there's anything wrong with it. If you have it, rock it. If you got a great head of hair, I love it. Look, I got good hair. You rock your bun. I'm just not into it. And I am older, so I don't want to see an older guy with a man bun. I don't. What's that guy's name? The Aquaman guy?
I know who you mean.
I
Aquaman, right?
never remember, or I
Yeah.
screw up celebrity
I don't
names
remember his name
like
either.
crazy.
He's very cute, but I
Eh,
don't remember his name.
he's manly, but I don't like his man bun sometimes.
I think he's like, the whole dynamic has changed, though. And I think when, it affects both sexes, it affects males and females.
It does.
Because when one changes, the other does, and expectations for both change as well.
I think so as well. And I think that men, and tell me if I'm wrong, I think a lot of them, because women are more independent, bitchy, or come off bitchy or come off that way, that they're afraid to approach a woman.
I absolutely agree with that. I feel like men are not confident the way they used to be. Like a man walking up to a woman to introduce himself in a social environment, I don't think that even happens anymore. I don't think so.
I don't know, but I don't think it has anything to do with him being confident. Because sometimes he could flip this, it could be like, I don't even feel like dealing with this bitch. She's just going to be another bitch.
But his confidence would be affected if he felt that that woman was just going to, rebuke him and just say, what are you doing? I don't want to talk to you.
But so many women are bitches. So maybe these guys have gone up to a lot of bitchy women.
And
so
been burned.
how many times are you going to put up with a bitch?
Of course.
I don't
It's
want to
not
put up with a
fair.
bitch.
Yeah. I don't like the whole thing. I wish it would go back to the way it used to be where, people could talk to each other nicely.
I think I do, and I love that when I go somewhere, like I go out a lot. You go out a lot. I can tell you when we go out and we're places, and even when I'm by myself or with other friends, I never pretty much get approached by men.
Never.
Men never come over to really talk.
Because I think
I would love for someone to come over. Even, no
Right.
matter where I
Just
go, I'm a
say
people
hi.
person. So no matter where I'm at, I would talk to pretty much anybody. You're pretty much not a
we
douche.
talk to everybody.
I talk to everybody. I like meeting people and connecting on some levels.
Of course, it's
fun.
nice to have a nice conversation,
Yeah.
just to sit down,
And there's times I go to the bar and I sit at the bar by myself to grab food or do whatever, or I'm going to catch a business flight.
Nobody would ever approach you. You don't
No.
think? No.
No,
That's sad, though. I think, isn't it?
I think so. I mean, even just look how it. I mean, even your neighbors. I mean, really, do you really talk to your neighbors anymore? Like nobody says hi.
I know. Everybody's got their head in the phone.
When I go to the park, at my park, and I walk, I'm like, I'm gonna say hello to everybody. Like I Merry Christmas.
I say
everybody.
hi to everybody.
I'm like,
I always
hello, good morning, and they have their headsets on. I'm like, hi, good morning, hello. Some people say it.
Yeah.
Older people say it.
Yeah, I know.
I think there's a lack of respect and just
social etiquette.
social etiquette. Everybody's like this, you know, we're all down in our phones.
But then when you go over to people and you're like you just said, hi, they're probably like, oh my God, she's crazy. Oh my God, she's crazy.
Yeah, they probably think I'm crazy, but that's okay.
You
I'm
are
okay
a little
with
bit.
that. I am
You are a
now.
little bit.
I don't hide my crazy. I put it right out on the front porch, okay? And I bring my drink. I give it a drink. I bring my crazy on the front porch and give it a drink.
No, it's just you hear people talking like, because I ask a lot of questions, and I ask people, you know, how did you start dating, and you know, how did you meet? And I don't think anybody that I've spoke to recently has said anything about meeting in a social environment. So.
Well, there again, because no one is meeting like that anymore.
Right.
Everyone is on your phone
Yeah.
or dating apps.
So that's how you do it now.
And it's
a
swipe.
dating app.
Swipe, isn't
I
it?
know.
Swipe. I don't know which way you swipe.
I know, but how do you tell though? I mean, by picture. So what is it? Just by the picture? You look at picture and say yes, no, yes, no.
I guess so.
So how would you even know?
I mean, someone could be so completely hot, gorgeous, even whatever sex it is, you could be totally, wow, they're gorgeous.
Right.
And they could be the biggest asshole.
Well, that's the whole thing. It's like how do you make such a big decision on a picture? Because we all know that.
I guess when
I think most good-looking people are assholes. I'm sorry.
I'm not an asshole.
I wasn't.
She
talking
left
about
it
you.
right
I
open.
was
She
not
left
talking
it right
about you.
open.
I wasn't talking.
No, I don't think
You
so.
know what I mean? I don't know. I think I would, if I was on a dating app, I'd probably go for the guys that weren't as good looking because I feel like they'd be nicer.
I
What
wouldn't
about
think
you?
that, no.
No, you wouldn't?
No.
Why?
I think if you're going to be an asshole, you're going to be an asshole whether you're ugly or good looking, right?
So you don't think
I'd rather put up with the better looking asshole.
you don't think a guy who's really, really, really good looking has,
Some of them are very
has
cocky.
a
Some are
higher
cocky.
ego and is not as nice as a guy who isn't good looking?
Yeah, and they're probably cocky. And he
Yeah.
Because even though he may be gorgeous and the perfect bod, he's definitely insecure somewhere there. To put on that much of a front, I think. I'm not a psychiatrist or a doctor. That's just what I
Don't take her advice.
Don't take my advice.
No, I don't know. I think I just feel bad for people, especially guys who are not that good looking. And I think they get, I really do. Because I feel like all these dating apps, I feel like they're just getting, you know, swiped. Is it left or right? I don't know. I don't know.
Well, can't they take somebody else's picture anyway? What do they call that? Something fish.
Catfishing?
Catfish. So technically, they could put somebody else's picture.
But how,
And
see,
pretend
that's
to be.
another thing. See, that's what I would be afraid of. Like, you hear this all the time. You have these people who go on dating apps, and then the person that they meet is totally, totally different. No, I'm not saying catfished, but it's like, say they took the picture 10 years ago.
20.
And this guy...
And they say they're 5'8" when they're like 5'2".
But it's like, what are they thinking? Because you're gonna meet them eventually. You're gonna look at them and you.
But I know so many people too who are on those dating apps, and they start speaking. I guess you both have to like each other to start speaking. So then, whatever. They start speaking, I guess, through the app,
right,
or however they're talking, and they think that they're getting along. And then they set up a date, and then the guy ghosts.
and that's
Some of
just
them,
gone
they're gone. And some of them will even delete their whole conversation and they're gone.
without an explanation.
They're gone.
Not to say maybe
Either they
I met
deleted their
somebody
account.
else or.
Who knows? I don't know how that works.
That's
they're
so
gone.
rude. That is so rude.
Yeah, but people have, again, no respect.
Right. But that's rudeness. But you know what? I think you're lucky if that happens because that guy is obviously a moron. And if you were to get involved with him, can you imagine? You're going out with a guy for 6 months and then one day he just disappears.
There were men that I wish disappeared a lot sooner than 6 months. How come I never got that fucking lucky? Whoop, beep.
Oh.
See? How come I never got that lucky? Oh!
No, but
Told you
it's
this
true.
would be
I
fun.
don't know. I think I would definitely date a guy that wasn't as good looking.
I like a good-looking guy. I like a manly guy. I like big guys. I don't like guys wearing sandals. I don't like man buns. And if you drink a White Claw or what's the other one's called? A Truly or a
I don't know.
even Surfside. And I love Surfside. I'm a big Surfside fan. And I'm done. I'm out.
Any girly drink,
I don't like that.
I think is very unmanly.
You're not manly if you're drinking.
Yeah. No, it's
I
not.
want you sipping on whiskey and an old fashioned.
It's not the image I think they should try and portray. Like, this beefy man
And if
drinking
you
a
like
little
it,
martini.
drink it at
I
home
don't know.
alone. You can thank me later.
I don't know. I just feel like the whole dynamic has changed,
Definitely want to know what you guys think. Like, let us know. Put them in the comments. Let us know what you think. I mean, who's out there that is on the dating scene? I heard it's hell.
I would love to know.
Yeah. Maybe we could even have someone on and you could
Yep.
tell us everything.
Give us some tips.
And we could get someone live on here who tells us. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. If you see me out, please come and talk to me. But I got to say the other way around, though, too.
What's that?
We could be out.
Yeah.
I could be like, oh my God, look at that guy. He's freaking gorgeous. Oh my God, he's so hot. Go talk to him. I'm like, no. No.
She does it all the time.
So do you ladies take your shot? Do you take the shot? If you see a good looking guy over there, do you take the shot? Rarely do I even see good looking guys. And one night we were out not too long ago. I was out with a girlfriend. We were sitting at the bar eating dinner, and I looked over to the left, and there was actually 4 guys together.
Wow.
It must have been the good looking crew, but they were together. And I was like,
good-looking team.
yeah. I said, holy shit, there's 4. It must be like you can't hang out with me unless you're good looking. There was 4 good looking guys. I was like, whoa.
You don't see that very often.
But do women go over and do you take your shot? Like, how do women approach them? I'm like, there's no way.
I don't know. I don't think I could never. I wouldn't do it.
I like a guy to approach me. Maybe I'm old school. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I like a guy to take me out, make the plans. I hate when they say, well, what do you want to do? You're the man. You're taking me out, so make the plan. If I wanted to take you out, I'd have a jam-packed day full of fun for us. Okay? It would be plans. You could bet your butt that we would have a damn good time. And it may be stuff that you've never done before, but you're going to have a good time. And I'll plan the whole entire day. I have no problem with that. No problem.
I like that. But all in all, you like a traditional man then? A traditional relationship? Like
I think so.
The guy is the guy.
I like men to
it.
be men. I don't like mammy-pammies.
I know. I don't either.
I don't.
I like a manly man.
I do too. I mean, I just do. That's just what I like.
I just feel like women have been almost conditioned lately to accept unmanly men.
I think the younger generation, I feel really bad for them. I mean, they don't know how to talk. They don't know how to do anything. I'm like, go meet men. Where? Where do I meet someone? On the app? Then there's no connection or who doesn't answer. And
I know.
I'm like, no, go out. Go down the shore. Go meet people.
Go in a grocery store.
Like, go. I don't even meet people there.
No, I'm saying it's like, you don't have to be in a particular setting to meet somebody. You can meet somebody in a store, just say hi, whatever. But I think when they do meet the younger generation, they're so used to not being social with each other that it's just not even an option. They don't even think about it. Yeah.
Awkward.
It's not acceptable if they're not looking at the phone. So I guess that's why they do all the dating apps.
I like to talk. I need to have some kind of a connection. Don't you feel like that's the way to know somebody? You find out about somebody.
I mean,
and you could kind of tell in the beginning if it's going to click, if it's not, if you're interested, if you're not.
I know, or if they just do nothing but talk about themselves.
Ugh, I hate that. It's like turn off city.
Yeah, it's like me, and then you're just like, oh no.
STFU. Shut up.
I know. If you want to get to know somebody, what do? You ask them about themselves. You want to know more about them.
Then
But
they're
people
still
who
going
talk
on,
about
I'm like,
themselves, you're just like, oh no, snore fest.
yeah.
Yeah.
Are you done? Can I help you out?
Yeah, so I was talking to somebody I know recently, and she was talking about being on all these dating apps, and she was saying all the
Just sounds
experiences she had, and how people would just, show up like late, and she'd be there waiting to show up late, and if you can't even be bothered getting yourself on a first date on time, what does that tell you about the person?
Worth the wait.
And how some of them would like sit there with their mouth open and chewing
Oh,
really
that
loud.
I hate too. Oh my God.
I wouldn't be able to do that.
I know. It's just so weird. I know a friend too was saying she was out on a date, and the first date, they took her to a really, really, now she tried calling him. He wouldn't pick up the phone. I guess they would message back and forth. I don't know how. But she wanted to talk to him. She wanted to talk to him, to hear his voice, she even wanted to maybe FaceTime with
to make
him,
sure it was him.
and he didn't want to. She tried calling. He didn't want to. So he asked her out, and he actually took her to a really, 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 really nice.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first date. A really, really nice, hot steakhouse.
Okay.
Okay? They went to Jasper Stone, actually.
And she was a vegetarian.
No.
Oh, okay.
So she was like, okay, the first date. So he's like, how am I going to know it's you? And she's like, oh, well, when I have a peg leg. Like, she was joking around, obviously. But she's like, you wouldn't know because I've been trying to talk to you or even FaceTime with you. You don't even know who I am. You don't even know what I look like because we didn't talk.
Did he give her a reason for not doing a FaceTime with her?
No.
Nothing.
So they went on a date. It was a nice, it was a nice date. Mm-hmm. I don't think there was any she wasn't like,
no attraction.
Yeah. Right. She was like, I felt like I was out with my dad.
Oh, that's not good.
No. So then she was like, okay. So then she did hear from him again. He didn't ghost her yet. And the next date, he asked her to go out to like a regular, like local pub restaurant, which should have been probably the first date, no?
Yeah, because then you could just like leave, like if it's not going good.
How do you get out of dates? Like if you're in like a totally like, let me get out of here. Do you have your girls on standby? Like, okay, call me at a certain time and text me if it's good, you're staying. If not.
I don't think so. I think I would have to be honest. And that's why I think if I were to date somebody, I would go for coffee first, because you could just say, okay, you know what? This is not working out, and just get up and walk away.
I guess you could, because why waste time?
And then if you go for a really nice dinner with somebody, you'd be obligated to sit there and finish your dinner, especially if it's really, really good. It's hard to walk away from a really good steak.
I wouldn't. I'd be like, okay, see ya.
I'm going to take it to go.
No, I would just
sit seriously.
I would finish it.
If you're not vibing with somebody, how can you sit there for like an hour having a conversation that you're not interested
no jive.
When there's no vibe going
I'm
on?
out.
So I think coffee's a good idea. And then you could just be like, all right, get to know each other. And if you like each other, then you could take it from there.
Right. And then there's other people too that say that they meet someone, they like someone, they go on a date, and right away this guy wants to just let's meet at a hotel, or they want sex. When they don't even know him. They never even went on a date. Mm-hmm. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I can't sleep with someone, just sleep with someone. And I would not the first time.
You gotta have that connection. I mean, it's like...
There has to be a connection. Yeah, 100%. There's no
and
way
I can fake it.
You don't know
anything about
I can't fake it till I make it.
You don't know anything about them, right?
And I respect myself way too much for that. Like, dude, I don't need you. I don't. So please.
Yeah, and those are the kind of people too. It's like, I'm sure they do with every single person that
and then and then they're the ones that take off and ghost, right?
Yeah.
Once they get what they want. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Interesting.
It's an interesting conversation that we're having here. I would like to get both sides of the story, though, how women feel about this and how men feel about this. Mm-hmm. And
also, I would really like to hear from a man's point of view, too. Like, what would stop you approaching somebody in a public place to say hi, or ask them if they want to maybe go out with you, go on a date?
And then I think, too, on the guy's defense, I think that women are aggressive. a lot of times the women these days are so aggressive. I see it. I hear it.
Why?
I watch it.
What do you think?
I don't know. And I think that like, if I was a guy, I'd be like, whoa.
I know, but where is that stemming from, though? What is that coming from? Why are they
I don't
so
know
aggressive?
if they're so, I don't know why they're so aggressive.
So they would be aggressive to a man that walked up to them, you mean?
Yeah, or like even in any situation. I mean, and maybe if a guy, the girls are out and they're laughing and they're drinking and they're cursing, maybe. And women talk about everything anymore.
I don't know any women that curse.
She doesn't. Not one. But I'm saying it's would they walk up to a woman with her friends and they're talking about stuff. I mean, I just had friends that went to the city. I wasn't with them. And they went to the city to see a play, and then they went out and they went to a restaurant and they were having fun. I mean, my friends are a lot of fun. I mean, I hang out with fun people. And no matter where we go, we do laugh our faces off. Like crazy, laughing, funny. And it's not been the first time that at a restaurant they were laughing, they were drinking, they were having fun. You can't talk the whole time you're at a play, right? You can't talk. There's no conversation.
Right.
So they all went and they caught up and they were laughing. And there was an older couple, they said, behind them. And the older man had a hearing aid in. So he was probably hearing everything. And they were talking about everything. But they were getting annoyed, the older couple. And they were like shushing them to be quiet.
Right.
I mean, but like I said, I've been in places with my girlfriends and we've been asked to be quiet. Shocking!
No.
Shocking!
I'm amazed.
I know.
I couldn't believe it.
No. Quiet I ain't.
That's what we love about you.
I know. Aww.
So anyway, so the the whole idea behind the whole start of our conversation was, how people have changed. Like, men are not the same as they used to be. They don't act the same. Do they not feel
Again,
like
too,
they should
even
be manly
like
anymore?
growing up, like back in the day, the man was the man and the woman was the woman, right?
They had a role.
There was
Right.
I mean, don't expect me to cook you dinner every night. It ain't happening. But there were roles. I get it. So many people now are divorced. So maybe some, and I'm not saying that the women are raising these kids bad. I mean, do not get me wrong. But a lot of times there's no father figure or a structure figure.
I think it's so
for
important
them to look up to.
I really do.
I don't care if it's an uncle, a grandfather.
You're right.
They need some kind of, and
They
women,
do.
raise your boys to be boys and gentlemen. They're going to be someone's husband. They're going to be someone's father one day. They're going to be someone's everything. I mean, teach them respect and teach them how to be a classy man. Like, don't be a jerk.
Be a nice person.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, like when you think about, a lot of males these days are more on the feminine side, the younger ones. It seems to be so many more.
But they're pushing that agenda, like they're pushing that.
I know, but even if you're pushing that, so if you've got a masculine, young man and he's masculine, even if it's pushed on him, I don't think he's gonna, become feminized because of the pushing.
Yeah,
I think I don't know.
I don't know, but I gotta tell you,
I
I went over to my friends, and I have friends we're all in different age eras of our lives, and I'm like almost like an empty nester now, and I have a friend who has 2 little ones, so I went over after the holidays to see them, bring over, see them for the holidays, bring over their gifts, and they're the funniest, coolest kids. Like, these 2 kids are so damn funny. Like, both of them are funny. So, I went over, and her son came over to me, and he was like, "Hey, you want to play?" And he brings out army men.
Oh, I love that.
And he brings out the big helicopter and the Jeep. And he's like, "Here, you want to pick your guns?" And I was like, "Leah," I was like, "This is so cool. Like, we're playing army men." Like, I loved playing army men.
I don't think a lot of kids do that anymore.
No kids. I said, nobody plays army men. This is so cool that you're playing army men.
I don't know how you grew up, but I grew up with, 3 brothers, and we were outside all day, first of all.
Yeah,
the whole day. Climbing trees, riding bikes,
playing in the dirt,
doing the whole thing. actually having bikes rode over me. I was, I used to like hang out, and they would make me be the ramp. I was ramp, so I used to lay down in the street. They used to put wood on me and ride the bikes over me.
Oh, flashing.
But we knew how to have fun, get dirty, play in the woods.
Drink from the hose.
Yeah, drink from the hose. That's right.
These kids are drinking out of $50 Stanleys. I drank from the hose.
I know, and we're fine, right? Are we?
I think so.
Maybe that's the reason.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we're tougher. We are a tougher generation.
We're definitely tough.
Yeah, we're definitely
That'll be another
tougher.
topic.
And I think once you hit like 50, your FUCKs kind of don't matter. You have none left.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Right?
true. Yeah. Your tolerance is just like,
Little.
yeah.
Very
And you look
little.
at things in a different way, and you see things that are no longer important, and you're just like, is it worth it?
My
Is it
bottom
worth
line is I have zero time intolerance for BS. I don't. And that is the bottom line. If I catch different vibes, even if I catch different vibes or you're being shady or I hear, I'm out.
Yeah. No time
If you're
for that.
doing whatever, good luck to you.
Yeah.
I'm out. I'm out. I just remove myself from the situation. I don't
Save
care.
yourself some bother.
I'm just surrounding myself with good people, good food, good wine. Like,
Good
I'm just
energy.
having good energy around me. That is it.
Yeah. It's true. Save yourself
And
a lot
I
of
am
trouble.
picky and choosy of who is in my circle.
I agree. Me too.
If you're allowed access to me, good. You do something wrong, access denied.
You're out.
What did you say? 2 snaps and a twist. Denied.
Denied. You are denied.
So that's it. I guess you guys, how do you feel about this subject?
Yeah. We
Fill
would
us
love,
in.
we would
Let
love
us-
to hear some
yeah.
comments.
Let us know.
Yeah.
If you're on dating apps or dating, let's have you
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. That'd be good.
Right? It'd be fun. I want to hear from the guys too, so don't be quiet.
Yeah, we definitely need a male-female perspective.
I would love it.
Yeah. That'd be great.
Then, can I call myself Dr. Kathy?
Dr. Veronica and Dr.
Yeah.
Kathy.
Dr. Catherine. I used to play doctor as a kid.
That's another story. That'll be another show.
Yeah, for another time. All right, everybody.
All right. Well, it's been fun. And we'll see you on the next episode.
Bye.
Bye for now.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Finishing my drink.
All right.